We're here with Matt Goeller. Matt is in the Republican primary runoff for the Collin County Court at Law Number 4.
Yes, sir.
And you survived the first round of the election. Congratulations. And you find yourself now in the runoff. My condolences.
Thank you.
Let's just jump right into it. I'd like to give you a minute or two to introduce yourself to the people listening to this tape and to say why you think people should voters should vote for you.
Thank you, Mr. Baumbach. Again, my name's Matthew Goeller. I've been in practicing law in Collin County for 23 years. I spent the first 10 years of that as a prosecutor in the Collin County District Attorney's Office, and I have been in private practice the remainder of that term. I am board certified in criminal law. These county courts at law are about 93% criminal when you account for the actual criminal cases and the quasi-criminal cases, occupational driver's license and civil writs of habeas corpus. They're about 93.5% criminal. I'm the only candidate in my race that's board certified in criminal law. I am a member of the State Bar College, and I have been teaching criminal law at Collin County Community College for the last 23 years. And this year is the 25th anniversary of the Collin College, their silver anniversary, so I'm very proud of that. I am in these county courts of law every single week of every year. I've handled many, many cases in county courts of law. The bread and butter of these courts are driving while intoxicated cases, assault family violence cases, small misdemeanor amounts of possession of marijuana cases, and a lot of driver's license kind of issues. The maximum punishment for all of these offenses in a county court of law is up to 1 year confinement and a $4,000 fine. I've handled literally thousands of these cases. Again, I'm board certified in criminal law, and I think I'm qualified to step into that role and move those dockets, which are sizable. Most of these courts in Collin County and a county court of law are disposing of upwards of 2,000 plus cases a year. And I think I have the experience to not just treat these cases as a number, but move this docket and try to give the attention to each case so it's not just a number, which is the real trick of and being a judge of a county court of law in a large county like Collin County.
Thank you very much. Specialty courts is going to be my next question. The state of Texas is facing some budget crunches, and one of the new things, it's not really that new, but it's getting a lot of new attention, is for cities, counties, and the state to form specialty courts that handle different types of offenses. And really what those courts, I think, you know better than I, are trying to do is look at alternative ways of sentencing and ways of reaching out to people with some more expertise than you would get in a general court. You will be sitting on the board of judges for the courts at law, and so you'll have some influence in whether a court like that gets created. We already have one, I believe, for the DWI. And you will have some influence on how much attention that court gets if it is created. What is your thoughts? Are you in favor of creating these courts or what?
I'm generally not in favor of creating specialty courts, and here's why. I think it just adds another layer of bureaucracy. It adds another layer of courts that's not necessary. When you're talking about a county court of law, probably 50% of your cases involve substance abuse, possession of marijuana, driving while intoxicated, and possession of controlled substances that are of the misdemeanor grade. These county court of laws need to be addressing those issues in and of themselves. Rehabilitation for those is really a function of the probation department, not necessarily the court. So adding another layer of courts, I don't think addresses the problem. What needs to be addressed is the function of the probation department, or as we call it, community supervisions and corrections, to address those specific needs. Substance abuse, whether it's marijuana, alcohol, or a controlled substance. So no, I am generally not in favor of adding another layer of bureaucracy to a system that's already in place and needs to be addressed on the back end once they're on community supervision or probation.
Thank you. You actually will have some influence on that, being again on the board of judges. You will be one of the supervisors of the probation department. Um, in the questionnaire that the Observer sent out, I asked you the question if you believed in our system of partisan election of trial judges should be continued, and you said it should, but you did put the proviso contingent on a strict adherence to the canons of judicial responsibility. Well, you've had several months to bang on doors, to meet hundreds and thousands, maybe, of voters, to take part in a lot of forums, interviews like this. How has that affected your thoughts on this question?
Doesn't change my answer. Partisan elections in judicial races, I don't have a problem with somebody running as a Democrat or a Republican or an independent. Here's the bottom line. I think if we take it away, I think it may be confusing to voters. Obviously, we have partisan elections for the President of the United States. Every member of Congress, whether it be the Senate or the House, the state legislature, Senate, House of Representatives, all the way down. And all of a sudden, we have this class of elections where there's no partisan party affiliation. I think it might be confusing to voters, or voters might wonder, why in this race, this particular judge race, why is there no Democrat or Republican? I think it has the potential to bring less voters out on election day. That being said, I think our canons of judicial ethics dictate that no judicial candidate can either comment directly or indirectly on any matter that comes before the court.
I'm going to stop you there because
okay.
I do want to have a moment for our last question, and
okay.
we're running out of time.
Okay.
And that is, the Collin County courts have been in the news probably more than they would like to. The short form of that question is, as a judge, if you're elected, what can you do to assure the people that come before your court, be they jurors, litigants, or defendants, that they will see justice be done?
Number one, first and foremost, as a judge, your number one ethical duty is to avoid even the appearance of impropriety. If you own stock in a certain corporation and that corporation is before your court, either as a defendant or a plaintiff, you recuse yourself. Somebody that works with your spouse at her company and they're before your court, you recuse yourself. Avoid even the appearance of impropriety. I think that puts a lot of trust back in the public, and there's never any question, was this case decided on something other than the law and the evidence?
Thank you very much, Matt. I appreciate it. Good luck to you in your campaign, but we are out of time.
Thank you, sir.
All right.